Dan Ariely, who specializes in marketing, like his whole work is built around how do people think? How can we get them, like, what's going on behind the brain so that we can learn how to market to people? So he did an experiment where he went to different college campuses and he said, I'm going to give everybody here a test. It's going to have, let's say, 10 questions in it. And at the end, whoever gets above a certain grade gets paid $20. I believe that's what it was. Okay. And everyone takes a test. And at the end, he says, okay, we're going to grade the test. I'm going to tell you the answers. I trust you. Just tell me at the end. I'm going to tell you the answers. You mark yourself and then come up if you got over an 80 and you'll get $20. Now, they didn't know this, but they were being recorded. What he was trying to see is what percent of people would lie for $20? Now, what percent of the people in different campuses around the country do you think lied for $20? Meaning they didn't really get that high on the test, but they said they did just to get the money.
Half?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's funny you said half, because when I ask this question to college students, they say everyone, or 90%, 95%. I mean, they understand that, of course, at this age, this is what people are going to do. So I think it was 80, if I'm not mistaken, 80%. Okay. Now now again, no one knows that they're being recorded. So they don't know that he knows that they cheated. He repeated the experiment with the one difference. He put a Bible on each table and said, ignore the Bible, is for the next class. Again, you could read this. I'm pretty sure that I'm remembering this experiment right, but it was something to this effect. He said, ignore it, it's for the next class. He repeated the experiment. So nothing was different except that there was a Bible on their table, but they were told to ignore it. Okay. It dropped dramatically how many people were willing to lie with that book near them. Now, the weird part is most people on college campuses don't even believe in the Bible. So, like, it's a book that may represent a certain code of ethics, but they don't necessarily believe altogether in that book. But as long as you have like a little reminder of something that you know deep down is right and wrong, you're less likely to do something wrong. You just need a reminder, right? So I think gossip is the same way. What I would recommend to somebody who asks me is, this is what I do personally. Okay, as I told you before, I made a list of all the things that I didn't like about things that I was doing. And one of the biggest one was gossip. Just because I talk to people and I'm like every other human being. So what I started doing is I got the book with all the laws of gossip in it. And I just made sure I read it every single day. To this day, I read it every single day, a little bit of it. And just it's on my mind more so that when my mouth opens up, I'm already like cognizant of the fact that, oh, wait a second, I shouldn't say that. Does it always work? No, but it definitely works at least half the time where I won't say something I would have said because it's just on my mind more. So what I would recommend to a family that said, what have you done that worked? Nothing works perfectly, but this at least keeps it on the mind. Just get the book, read it every day for like a minute. And that way it's on your mind more and you're going to be taking care to make sure to remind each other and yourselves that like, this is a value of mine. I think it was the Dalai Lama who said, you don't have to be a saint, but you don't have to use your mouth to hurt people. Those aren't the two like options. Either you're a saint or you open your mouth and hurt people. Just be a good person or a nice person is just somebody who doesn't do that.